Right, hello and welcome back to some more Returnal. So, there's an update queued for this, not that I can download it obviously, with the game running, so afterwards the game can finally update, assuming that we die, which we won't. We're going to complete the game, clearly, obviously. But the problem now, I'm getting invested in this run a little too much for... Well, I think a long time ago I got too invested in this run for a roguelike. I'm worried about losing now. Very worried about losing now. Isn't that just... Oh, I see. Uh-oh. Ah, you sods. Ah, I forgot about that. It's... Let me remind myself what we've got here. It has been some time. It's PlayStation's been on for a day straight now. I've not had time. I've had a few things on today, so I've come back to it at night. So we've got reduced shop costs, but pools faster on death. Reduced melee, but better salvage. More often we get salvage, but worse malfunctions. We will survive a killing blow at the cost of a critical malfunction. So we've got a 1-up. We've got greatly increased health, but we get reduced proficiency. Right. Now, here's something as well that I found out. Now, on the way there, we probably want to keep an eye out for a better... oh, and that's something as well, that's telling. We will get a third consumable slot, because there's a lot there on that. So, on the way there we want to look for a different weapon. I have, again, because I'm invested now, I don't want to lose. You know, 4 hours in, like hell I'm going to go into a boss blind at this point. Hell no. So, I've looked ahead. And it looks terrifying. Well, no, it doesn't look too bad. Honestly, the previous boss looks like it was probably more difficult. But you need range for this boss. It's at a very, very far range. A shotgun is essentially terrible. This is probably the worst weapon we could hope for this boss. I mean, the explosive shot might be alright. It will still hit at range, and the slugs will. And that shield break is really good, but the boss doesn't have shields. So that's just a hard-hitting shot, really. As for the slugs, it's good, but it's not as good as a rifle or something. That's the problem. And then it's like, oh, but it's explosive. That will still damage it, yes, but it's so far away, and you have to hit a weak spot, is the thing. It's like hitting a bullseye on the boss from a great distance. So we want a rifle or one of those LMGs that were left behind, perhaps. Right. Eliminating hostiles, 10% chance to repair. Melee kills, increased speed and protection. Will not be using that on this. Stagger power for each parasite. We've got like 100% stagger power, which is ridiculous considering as well we've got a decently staggering weapon here to be alright with that. Repairs integrity for adrenaline. Well, that will be very useful for this if we can get our adrenaline up before the boss. We've got a 1-up there. Reduced resins for upgrades, damage on low health targets, protection from using consumables, shield from picking up resins, hits cause as to explode and damage nearby enemies, and also do 100% melee damage. Melee damage generate energy blasts. We're immune to slowdown effects. 10% weapon damage while we have a malfunction. We don't. And 5% damage for every 200 cash carried, which we aren't getting at the moment. Let's go. Yep, there's the update ready to install. Oh dear, here we go. I hate the acid pools, and I hate how these mechanical enemies tend to explode. I really feel like they're just cheap shotting me from the grave. I really do. That was a heal. We can probably... Don't care what it is, just grab and go. Go. There's enemies around here. You can see them on the map. Oh god, this is going to be a do, isn't it? What am I even trying to get toward here? And there's a path at the other side, I think. It's also supposedly a... These turrets are really beginning to bug me. You know what? That'll do. For now. It's long range. Ooh. It fires 4 rockets. It's level 14 and it has a tracker swarm. That's exactly what we want. We are blessed. Now remember to dash. There we go. Easy. We've used all our keys in the previous area. Oh god, I feel like I need to have a quick look at the map here just to get my bearings right. I can go up here. That will lead to 2 more chambers. And there's a chest above. There. Okay. There's also an enemy. Well, it's marked as an enemy, but it's not being aggressive, I suppose. Watch out for the acid, but do collect the money. Not that there's very much of it. So how would I get to that? Is there a grapple on this side? No, there is not. I'm assuming are all of these locked? I suppose this is a, hey, do you need a little pick-me-up before the boss? Boom, there you go. Sort of deal, isn't it? And we cannot get through here. I'm beginning to see more of these sort of yeah, so this we might get this might be our final sort of meta progression upgrade. Some kind of, I mean, I'm assuming it will still be the sword that cuts through those. So maybe we'll get some kind of maybe we'll get some kind of really, I just went all rabbit in the headlights against that then. Thankfully, our weapon is very much working well here. So this weapon will more than suffice for our purposes here. Oh dear. Oh, that's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest, I saw them coming around the corner. Genuinely thought that it was the oh, what's it called now? The one with the Gatling gun. Oh dear, but that might be. I've summoned him. I shouldn't have mentioned him. Ah, you little sod, you absolute... I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the middle of this. I'm above him. I can't move. I can't dash. Don't say I'm stuck in the geometry. I have to hope one of them knocks me out. Oh no. Oh dear, oh god. I got out. Small mercies. Ooh. What an annoying enemy type. And the fact that they can just glitch you into the walls like that. Hang on. Ooh. Let me have a look at this. So we've got a shield break. What a payload rounds. Killed hostiles drop clusters of miniature bombs. Well, it's on kill, so that doesn't affect us as much. But a high damage carbine. This is what we used to kill the previous boss. So we know this has. We know this packs a hell of a punch if we want it to. And that looks to be the end. Okay. Where's this chest that I've... There's a chest down here, isn't there? If I land this correctly. Also, what's this consumable here? Double suit repair efficiency for 60 seconds. Wow. We have heals. We have hella heals for this. Heh, there's the draw distance we found. Nope. I wish there was an easy way to just get to that. There we go. Okay, we could go with... What's backsplash? Does it fire some rounds backwards? Explosive slugs. This might be something we come back for. Chance to regain a projectile if all pellets hit a target. So you can shoot them if all your projectiles hit. You get the shot back. So it doesn't use up your ammo. Goes one slot, but chance of... I'm not fussed over that. I don't want to go in against bosses with potential malignancy. Well, potential malfunctions, even though it would potentially give us some... what was it? Damage or something I was going to get for a malfunction? The thing is, it's... it depends on the malfunction, is the problem. It depends entirely on the malfunction. Right. We'll teleport back to the bottom. Because I don't want to go through that laser grid again. And then when we get there, waiting for us is that large repair. We can use that. We'll bring our small heals into the boss as well as these repair efficiency upgrades. If we get low, we pop a repair efficiency, use a small heal.
Of the broadcast. White Shadow.
No, not there, there.
Just like he said.
There's our full heal. Whew. What on earth is this? We don't know, it's just decoration, I suppose.
I know these recorded logs will be psych-evaluated, but that isn't why I'm hesitant to return to my life. The idea of waking up to routine, gym, coffee, books, interacting with people, sleeping, rarely dreaming. It sounds so alien now. She sounds like she's losing focus.
Right. Even gives you the data cube processor before you hit the boss. Not that it's, you know, foreboding or anything. Oh, hey there. You might need this. You're unlikely to survive, but don't worry about that. If only we could use this against the boss, eh? Get some real firepower up. But unfortunately not. Yeah, so that's the boss room. Okay, here we go. Again, it just looks beautiful, this. We played a missed call. Unsought genocide. The one with the burning face is all that is left of our final brother's mind. Creator Destroyer. Coyote Evac. Keeps it trapped in the cycle. We need one more cipher for that. Okay, so music's gone all. Oh, hiccups. Oh dear. Music's gone all ominous. It's not looking. Yeah, it's looking a bit terrifying, to put it mildly.
What is the truth behind White Shadow? Why do you repeat my buried past? How can you know? Out here in the void.
Let's get there. Oh. Always a sidearm, isn't it? And it's never good. I wonder if the astronaut's watching. Perhaps somewhere in the background. And this is what we are facing. So we've got high cal. And as usual, it is shredding the boss. Oh, missed the reload there. Too early, too early. But we are through the first stage. Right. Supposedly as well, if you keep following the aliens here, it shows where he's going to pop up next. But you'll notice now the platforms break apart. And we now need to move ourselves toward the boss in order to keep in range. This is why we didn't want the shotgun. And we don't have much room to dodge anymore. We are taking a few knocks, unfortunately. I think it's time to use, and that's just one of our heals. Because of that repair efficiency bonus, that's just one. Ooh, nearly missed that. That felt cheap, that. I have not seen that move. But that's the second phase and we don't need to worry about it anymore, thankfully. And now we're going to be falling until we find ourselves on here. Now this one you don't need to worry about too much, it's only the ones in the middle that you have to really worry about. Vertical beam there. I wanted to go for this one here. And we're back. And he'll keep doing that as you get close. You can still dodge in mid-air as well, of course. And I do believe that these grapples count as almost like you're dodging. That's our second to last heal on our first of 3 lives. We should have this. Yeah. Ooh, just good consumables, a hell of a good weapon, which we will be keeping this weapon. It's significantly higher than the shotgun that we put aside for
No
this.
more obstructions. Finally, I'll have an answer to White Shadow.
And now it's all again just back to the unknown. I have no idea what will happen if we put our hand in this. A lot of putting your hand in things, isn't there? No, we're looking. More memories. In fact, that itself with the pattern almost looks like an eyeball staring back at you, doesn't it? 1.5 hours. Stay in place. Evacuation confirmed. They've received our call.
Astra received my signal. Then... that's it. White Shadow. You were how I escape.
That's not it, is it? Escapes a rogue planet. Additional details to be announced. Was this our future we were seeing? This has some very end of game vibes about it, I'll admit. Was that the astronaut? Oh, it's loading us in. Oh, perhaps it was all a vision. A dream.
No. No, I can't be here. I escaped. I was... Helios. You're still here too. Astra! Is anyone listening? It's Selene. We're both trapped. At the bottom.
New simulation mode tier unlocked. Visit the ship's simulation computer to access. We're back. Oh, what has happened to this? Said new simulation 2 unlocked, but I can't go through. But everything's
Cycle remains.
enormously
I didn't
overgrown.
escape. It wasn't a lie. But my return to Earth changed nothing.
Right.
I need to find release.
I can't even use this now. I can't even aim. What the hell? What? What?
And I return. But far more time has passed. Helios, how old would you be now?
What the hell? I mean, I've seen games pull a fast one on you, and it's like, oh, it's the end. No, it's not. But I've not literally seen them kill the character, bury them, and then bring them back. And then be like, yeah, it's alright. You had that one up, remember? Jesus. There's... How can I get into that then? Do these do anything? These pods? Oh, they might contain some stuff. Some orbolites or whatever it is.
Helios, have I always been here? I've become part of them. No, no, no. This isn't me.
Well, that's an ominous red door. But how do I open this? There's usually a switch. Wait. Hello. Switch. We meet again. Void beam, burst fire. Oh, it got rid of my gun as well, didn't it? Of course, of course. I mean, Clue was in the cutscene when you picked up your sidearm again, but it's only just now setting in that I've gone back to the basic sidearm. But I am proficiency 15 now. So the guns I'll be picking up. Ooh, 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 ooh.
This is the song I was always playing.
Side path for one key if we need. Well, if we want, really. Perhaps the thing that they've captured in the loop that the aliens are trying to communicate with was us all along.
I should have ignored this place all those years ago. I shouldn't have abandoned everyone to come here. Has nothing changed? I
sat at the piano, and for once, I felt... The music is calling me now. How do I stop this? I don't want to become that woman who speaks madness with my voice.
But you see, Selene, it is inevitable. Oh. Grapple point, robot. Where'd he go? What are you charging up? Ow! It hit me. Oh, I've just realised. I've just realised something very important as well. Is this a completely new run? I believe it is. If I die here, do I go back to the beginning all over again? Or do I get to start here as a checkpoint? Right, so what is... Are these those purple pods that used to be here? All rotted and... Yes, I believe they are. Our upgrades are definitely gone. Oh, ow. Increases protection by 15 but reduces repair by 30%. Ugh. Increases repair efficiency. Ooh, that's not too bad, that one. Repair efficiency is very important. Protection's also very important, but 15 for minus that much repair efficiency? No thanks. Right. Bouncing up it for some reason. Our first teleporter. And the house.
No. My home on Atropos. Every time I leave, I return. The lights were left on. It's open.
But it's exactly like we left it.
This has changed. It's like someone is moving things. Hi, sweetheart. I'm not coming home.
Is that it? Okay.
I haven't needed these for a while.
And we can't go through there. literally cannot. It's just a. It just plays an ominous noise.
Hello? Who's there?
So this is our house as we left it the second time, I'm guessing. Hence the pills and that new picture. But this is now open. After having dwelled far too long on what the rejection paper had stated in plain terms, outside the fog was coalescing into a person standing at the front door. Another unwanted memory. If Tally had made her break with the kind of permanence that instincts told her to risk, she would have burned it with all the rest. Throw chaos into the entire system, she said to no one. Her admission masqueraded her bravado, a reaction that had been pushing through the cracks lately. She might regret this tomorrow, and without a bottle of ambrosia or shared bed to crawl into, doom was heralding her name alone, and she almost welcomed it. Now that the environment had shifted to something far more stable, it seemed a safe enough time to start testing the area for reality bubbles. She entered the atrium, adjusted her equipment, and scanned the interior. Third instance. No unreality tears in matter or energy. Systems nominal. She frowned. The final hard-wired statement was lying to her. That status hadn't been accurate for objective years. Still, mock or hope, it was better than complications. The crew had no time to recalibrate before brain death occurred. With little luck, she might survive this dive. The adjacent doorway had been wrenched open by a powerful force. That alone was evidence that she was finally on the verge of success, despite the implied danger. She passed over the first threshold. A babbling noise came from the darkened monitor across the room. As she approached, it resolved into a muffling crying, as if submerged countless fathoms below. Then she realized that was churring Ica. Without hesitation, she plunged her arms inside. Nonetheless, nothingness had a feeling. As always, there was no physical sensation of moving her hands inside the void womb. Only a phantom memory afterwards, probing, reaching, barely missing the thing that was a titan. It had to be one hiding. If only she could extend her hand one more inch. The echo of violence, like a guillotine on the piano, fell scant feet away from her position. She yanked her hands from the Ica, her heart hammered, a prisoner within a rib cage. She was closer than last time, undeterred, frustrated at losing the chance to grab a defenseless titan. She inspected the source of the noise. The air was vibrating with the pattern of a song she hated. Must have been for effect. Her fingers danced. She called the song forth only out of spite, and to prove to whatever was watching her she was in control. Acheron. The peal came from the atrium. Acheron, Acheron, the retributions XO demanded her attention, frustratingly ill-timed. Acheron. Tally stormed into the atrium, answered the call, and heard nothing. Dead air, buzz, and the tone of failed connection. Her equipment was being destroyed from the inside out like her. But then a similar drone began emanating from the Ica-filled monitor back in the other room. She returned and watched it, expectations sinking. Yet it appeared, two alternating images of the long extinct past and the never-to-exist future. Timelines she knew, timelines so painful they never stopped weighing down her mind whenever it drifted towards the peaceful sleep denied to her night after night. The price of necrophysics? The images stopped flickering, froze on a single frame. The astronaut stared back, recognizing the background. She rushed to the hallway, connecting the atrium with. Did we publish a book while we were gone? Or is that one of our sci-fi novels? What have we got here?
Delay in our
Response.
match. Astra found a way to...
Wait, let me in. There's nothing left to do, is there? Nothing with the music box? It's going to be the door, isn't it? No, it's the front door. Uh-oh.
It's still waiting.
Is it behind us now? Or is it in the door that you don't open? Ooh. Still can't go through.
Always wanted to leave. Was it worth it?
Wait a minute. Is this? Trying to see, yeah, it's like, I can't, it's too fast for me, that. Trying to figure out if there's anything different to suggest that it's perhaps from the future or something. Oh, don't want to read more of this. It's the same one, isn't it? Third instance, yes. Okay, same book. Nothing different. Thank God for that. Right.
Octo. I remember you.
That's bad. Ooh. and the cube. Does it break this time? It does. That's changed.
I've never seen this before. Regrettable delay. Inadequate match. Who's this for?
Okay. We apologise for the regrettable delay in our response. With a truly humbling amount of applicants to choose from, our unexpected predicament is both extraordinary and unprecedented. After thorough analysis of your materials, although we appreciate your interest, we have decided to pursue other candidates whose backgrounds and aptitudes more closely align with our current requirements and future needs. At present, we feel your proficiencies will prove an adequate match given conditioning necessary for deep space missions. Should we have openings more related to your field, we encourage you to reapply at such a time. We appreciate your interest in our program. Warmest regards, Astra Command. Rejection letter. Music box. Is that... What was one of the figures on that an astronaut? Or am I just... And this is really getting dilapidated now. Maybe when we beat the game it might just collapse in on itself. Who knows? Who knows? And our first gun. It's new. Electro Pylon Driver. Level 15. Bonus damage, pylon duration. With a silphium extractor attachment. A semi-auto. Apologies. Ooh, that's got some kick, hasn't it? You wouldn't want to be hit by that. Got a few of these again as well. We've got a lot of these actually around here. Any more of them, or is that everything? Appears to be it. Right. We are nearly at the end of the recording for today, unfortunately, but this has been interesting. Yeah, this hits like a truck. When did I create this? Wait a minute. This isn't a semi-auto. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. And then does it remove the oldest? It does start to, doesn't it? Oh, good lord, look at that. Oh, wow. And they start going after a period of time. Very interesting weapon. It's like a... Yeah, it reminds me of a railway rifle off a Fallout, just shooting giant spikes. Well. You know, we might be leaving it there. I think. We've got a bonus room underneath that looks absolutely terrifying. And we've got some... There's moderate, but... yeah, it wasn't likely to do me any harm, really, that. Ooh, what's the chances? High. Not just for a little bit of cash, no. Ow, that looks painful, doesn't it? Databank entry, that thing. What thing? Obliterates in one. Is the alt fire ready? So we don't really know what these do yet, because we've just obliterated them instantaneously so far. Oh well, there's apparently a new turret type. It does something. Find out what next time, and also let's see if we can get out of this even more overgrown forest now. I'll see you then.